My family claimed the Christmas trip was full, but my solo vacation made them flood my phone after my brother's fiancée saw my posts and said she wished she could have skipped it too. Apparently, the full cabin had plenty of room for my sister's 3 dogs, but not for me, so I spent Christmas week in Switzerland instead. The irony wasn't lost on me as I watched Emma's Instagram stories from their cozy family gathering. 3 golden retrievers sprawled across the living room while she complained about feeling excluded from family conversations. The phone started buzzing at 6 a.m. Swiss time with frantic calls from my mother. "Rebecca, honey, we need to talk. Emma showed us your posts. And, well, there seems to be some confusion about the trip arrangements." Her voice carried that particular strain she got when one of her carefully orchestrated family narratives was crumbling. Through my hotel window, I could see the pristine slopes of Zermatt while she stumbled through explanations about space limitations and last-minute changes. What my family didn't know was that I'd been expecting their betrayal for months. As the family accountant, I'd helped arrange the finances for their precious cabin rental in Colorado, the same cabin I'd supposedly been uninvited from due to space constraints. But I'd also quietly documented every family slight, every casual exclusion, every time my contributions were dismissed or forgotten. This Christmas rejection was simply the final insult that activated a plan I'd been cultivating for 2 years, one that would expose exactly how little they valued the person who'd been subsidizing their lifestyle all along. Growing up as the middle child in the Sterling household meant mastering the art of invisible usefulness, while my older sister Madison commanded attention with her dramatic career changes, and my younger brother Jake charmed everyone with his perpetual optimism. I became the family's reliable problem solver. Need help with taxes? Call Rebecca. Struggling with a budget? Rebecca knows spreadsheets. Can't figure out why your credit score dropped? Rebecca studied finance for a reason. The pattern had been building for years, but this Christmas exclusion was particularly cruel because I'd specifically requested time off from my consulting firm to join the family trip. I'd even offered to upgrade the cabin rental to ensure everyone had space, an offer my mother had dismissed with a wave of her hand. "Oh, that's sweet, honey, but we've already got everything sorted. Besides, you work so much, maybe you need a real break instead of dealing with all our chaos." That conversation had taken place in October, back when I still believed my value to the family extended beyond my wallet. By November, I'd discovered the truth through Madison's careless social media posts showing floor plans and room assignments for a cabin that could easily accommodate 12 people. The same week, my mother had called asking if I could help out with Jake's engagement ring purchase. Apparently, his sales job wasn't covering the cost of the 2-carat diamond Emma had her heart set on. The real breaking point came 2 weeks before Christmas when Madison casually mentioned during a family dinner that they'd need to bring all 3 of her golden retrievers because her regular pet sitter had canceled. "It's fine though," she'd laughed. "They can sleep in the extra bedrooms. Dogs are way less complicated than people anyway." She'd said this while looking directly at me, as if daring me to point out the obvious insult. That night, I'd gone home to my downtown Denver apartment and opened the file I'd been quietly building. A comprehensive record of every family expense I'd covered, every loan that had never been repaid, every time my financial expertise had been exploited. The numbers were staggering, even to me. Over 3 years, I'd contributed over $37,000 to various Sterling family ventures, from Jake's previous engagement, which ended when his ex kept the ring, to Madison's multiple career investments, to my parents' kitchen renovation that had mysteriously doubled in cost. But money was just the beginning. I'd also documented the emotional manipulation, the casual dismissals, the way my accomplishments were minimized, while my siblings' failures were celebrated as learning experiences. Every family gathering where I'd been volunteered for cleanup duty while others relaxed. Every holiday where my practical gifts were forgotten while Madison's expensive trinkets were treasured. Every conversation where my input was ignored until someone else suggested the exact same solution. The Switzerland plan had crystallized during a particularly patronizing call from my father about my workaholic tendencies. He'd suggested I needed to learn to live a little instead of always being so serious about everything. This from a man who'd asked me to co-sign his boat loan 6 months earlier because his credit wasn't quite good enough. The same boat that had somehow become too small to include me on family fishing trips. As I'd booked my Christmas week in Zermatt, I'd felt a strange sense of peace. For the first time in years, I was making plans that were entirely about my own happiness. No family obligations,